Already, YouTube, we in here with a new series, you know what I'm talking about? And, I've been thinking, I'm sitting here making all these beats and all these remixes and stuff, but like, I feel like, it'll be a good thing, for y'all to see the process of these type of things, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And, we're gonna call this series Let Him Cook. Okay, and cause we gonna do a lot of cooking on here, man. And you gotta let me cook. You gotta trust the process. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes you gonna get on here, it ain't gonna sound good at first, but you gotta give it a second. You know what I'm saying? And today, we gonna do a sort of ninth wonder, type of beat here. And the first thing you need to do when you're making this type of beat is go and get you a sample. So we finna load up the old YouTube and get us a sample. Y'all weren't supposed to see that. Oh, okay, we got one. Oh wait, I can't show y'all the sauce on here though. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find it yourself, bro. But yeah, we got one for sure. All right, we gonna load the song in there, and let's get to chopping, man. Let's get to chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna show y'all the process. The way I chop things up might be a little bit different than everybody else. So, sit back and let me learn you something. So what I like to do, I like to go here, click that right there, the snap to grid, and I like to click none because it allows you to kind of move freely, when you're coming in here and you're chopping everything up. So, yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I still use FL Studio 12, but I'm just using the new one right now just so, it's current. But I really, really, really like to use FL Studio 12, and I still use it, but that's besides the point. I don't know what it is, all this weird stuff. When you blend, like when you put it in the same thingy and it blend together and all that stuff, I don't like it, but. Okay, this is a good part right here. Hey, a lot of time when I'm sampling, and if you go back and like listen to the songs that I'm actually sampling, you're gonna see that like most of the time I like to sample the intros, and I don't know why. That just be me. That's just how I do. I think a lot of it is sometimes like it don't be having no words in it, but yeah, I like to sample the intros a lot. So that's what I do, and you do what you do. Okay, that's one part. That part is probably gonna be like a verse type part right there.
Brian, please love me. Please want me.
Oh, okay. Hold on, wait. I think I can do something with that.
Please love me. Please want me. Ooh, when will we know? When will we know? When will we know? When will we know? Ooh, when will
Oh, I got it, y'all. Sometimes when you listening and you just hear the sample already, you just hear everything coming together, man. Oh man, I love it. It's always easier that way. Okay, and then this is where, the new FL Studio gets kind of weird to me right here too. I'm used to, You know what I'm saying? You know, back in the old days when you was stretching something, pause, and it would just stretch normally. It would stretch the whole clip. On here, if you chopped it up like I did and you stretch it, you know what I'm saying? See how the other clips didn't move at all. So that's something I gotta get used to too. But yeah, up the tempo a little bit. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. Okay. So another teachable moment right here. So you see how when I moved it up or whatever, it didn't lock right there. What I like to do, I go right there and I click stretch, and it should lock. Yeah. Okay, it's locked.
Ooh, when will we? Ooh, when? Ooh, ooh, when? Ooh, when will we?
Oh, okay. Up the tempo a little bit more. Okay. Come here. We're gonna pitch it up a little bit. Get to work on these drums. And then if you're doing like some Ninth Wonder type stuff, you don't really need to go too crazy with the drums. Just keep it simple, but at the same time, you gotta keep the groove in there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to do the Ableton where you click everything in there like that or whatever, but we ain't gonna do that this time. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it the real way, the FL Studio way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm finna give y'all some secret sauce right here. Okay, I'm finna give y'all some secret sauce right here.
Okay, I'm finna give y'all some secret sauce right here.
Trick that I like to do to make these programmed drums feel a little bit more human is you want to program. You know what I'm saying? You can click in the kick and the snare, right? Because it keeps everything kind of on beat and on the one. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so you see how it's kind of electronic, you know what I mean? Kind of mechanical. But now you play the hi-hats. It just gives it that. It's weird. It's hard to explain it, but you're going to hear what I'm talking about. See how it gives it kind of like that more humany feel. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually go with that pattern. We gonna see how it sounds with it. Change the kick. I need a little other. I need a little punch. See what that does. Okay, we getting somewhere. That's kind of, so if we trying to make this the hook part, that's kind of a little bit bare for that, right? So we gonna try to spice it up a little bit. And normally I do like to play my own stuff, but I like to add stuff on top of it and all that, whatever. But we're gonna keep it simple today, because again, Ninth Wonder, his stuff is very, it's like he'll play the bass and stuff like that, but a lot of times he gonna use the sample as much as he possibly can. So that's what we gonna do here. We gonna use the sample as much as we possibly can. Okay. Hello. So what I'm going to do here is you're gonna kind of make it a bit of a like a refrain kind of to make it make it pop a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? So we can come here, put the good old telephone on it. And let's see how that sounds. Okay, and then once you put that on there, what I like to do, I'll go into the delay bank or whatever delay you gonna use, and then actually I don't want to use this one. Hold on, you don't stick with the old one that I know. You can put it on the stereo effect, and then you can put that right about there, and make it sound like that. Okay. I like that. Right there. Okay. But what I'm gonna do actually is I feel like I can make something out of this, to where it's played in the whole hook. So that's what we're gonna do. Sit back and watch, man. Watch a pro at work, man. Okay. We getting somewhere. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good to me right there. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Okay, so now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna see if that works as kind of like a loop right there, or do I need to add some extra parts to it. So let's see what that sounds like. That's cool, but it's kind of repetitive a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna spice it up over here in this area. So let's get to work. Okay, it's a little something. So let's see what that goes. See how that. Okay, that's not bad right there. I feel like we could add a little something here at the end though. So let's take a couple more listens, to see what could go there. Okay, I think that's it. I think we got it right there. What I'm gonna do is though we're gonna play with the pitch a little bit. Pitch. I kind of want to see what it sounds like a little bit higher pitched. It goes to about a good old 300. Let's see what that do for me. Wait, hold on. I think I messed up somewhere. Let me go back. Shit, I got I don't know why it sounds so weird. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, we'll take that. That'll do. That will do. So now, head to the verse portions. We're gonna see if it even really goes together. Yeah. It kind of go together, so just gonna have to work some extra magic. that sounds good right there. You know what I mean? But I know y'all going. I know somebody gonna be thinking like, oh nah, he ain't really chopping. He just looped it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get to work. We don't get to chopping. Ooh, okay, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard, and it works because I don't even really gotta play bass line. So, hey, it works, buddy. See, it's a little off beat, so just put that on beat. And if you don't know, these little waves right here can kind of help you put it on beat, because sometimes you can see the kick like right there, or you can see the snare. So be on the lookout for those if you didn't know. Okay, so that's like the first 8 bars of a verse done. So on the second part, I kind of like the sample how it is. So what I think we should do, we gonna spice up the drums a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get to it. So we kind of, with the hi-hats, see how we kind of got the feel already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just hit one of those. And it should sound like this. Okay. Let's see how that sounds. Because I might be doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be doing too much. Sometimes you just got to let it ride, you know what I'm saying? It might be good just to loop it like that, Okay, let's play the whole verse. Yeah, I mean, I like it. You know, it's simple enough to where leave space for somebody were to rap on it, which is, I mean, pretty important if you're making a beat to get rapped on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the second part has a little bit of no, it's a little bit more busy too. So it has a little bit of a pickup to it, which is, you know, I feel like is important too. So yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty much it right here. You know, we just need it now. Once you at this point, you know, you just kind of sequencing everything, you know, putting it together. Cause you know you got the beat, you got the important parts. Now you just kind of need to bring it all together. So that's what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do is. It sounds good, but it kind of sounds like this part right here is still part of like the intro. So I gotta make it to where it leads into it, to where it has like that build up. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to do. Y'all already know.
Keeps crying, please love me. Please one.
See, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's actually good, but it could be better. So let's make it better.
Please love me. Please love me. Please love me. Please love me. Please love me.
See, might be here.
Please love me. Please love me. Please want me. Please love me. Want me. Want me. Please want me. Please love me. Please love me. Please love me. Please, 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 want.
Oh yeah, I think that's it, bro. I think, you know, we done put it together. You know, it was kind of hard right there at that intro part, but you know, I think we put something together that's unique. You know what I'm saying? I really could just play the sample or whatever and let it lead in, but you know, I want to be unique and, you know, somewhat creative here in this situation. So, you know, I'm happy with what we got, and yeah. Here's the full beat, man. It should be. I should upload this on YouTube soon at some point. But yeah, here's the full beat. Well, not the full beat, but like, you know, like the hook in the verse part. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, here you go. that concludes the video. You know what I'm saying? And this is episode 1. You know what I'm saying? So tune in. I ain't really got nothing to plug except, subscribe and like the YouTube channel. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah. And if you want to contact me in any sort of way or whatever, my Instagram will be in the comment section. So that's pretty much all I got, y'all. See y'all in the next one.